Hello, hello. We'll be starting up in a few minutes. Bill Taylor here. We're going to get going here. Wait for a few more people to come in the room, and then we'll get going on this Monday nights. Got some rain to talk about. Yeah, good topic when we're in extreme drought. Hey, Lise, what's happening? Bill Taylor here. It is Monday night. Blessings to you and yours. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hope everything's going fantastic on this Monday night. Some pretty good news as we get to talk about rain chances. We are in extreme drought. San Antonio, the entire metro. I'll show you the drought map in a moment, but first, the good news, showing you the rainfall. It wasn't an excessive amount. We certainly need a lot more, not drought busting, but every drop counts when you're in a drought. So we've had that mist, nuisance rain, pretty much off and on, a little bit more concentrated this morning. Saw a few little patches of light rain move through the city this afternoon, but it's been pretty quiet for the last few hours. Most of the more measurable rain was along the coastal region, and you can see pushing north through Victoria, Cuero, up into the I-10 corridor. But it was definitely a good soupy atmosphere out there today. I mean, we were socked in with low visibility in San Antonio most of the afternoon. Couldn't see the skyline on any of our cameras. Lise working on a Monday, right? Hope it's going well. Oh, you got it, Tara. Oh, you did? Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad the parents will get to see it. So, Tara, thank you for educating our youth, the eager young minds of, almost said Graham Fraser, but Gordon Fraser, right? Is that correct? It's the Wildcats, and it's a New Braunfels elementary school. Tara's a phenomenal teacher. Great school, I could tell. As many schools I visit, I can always tell a great atmosphere when I'm in there for 10 minutes, and that's a great atmosphere. It's a very good school, and very bright kids. I mean, for second graders to know what they knew today, I was really impressed. I mean, we got into some of the physics of the atmosphere. It was a great discussion. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I'd never been out to Fraser Elementary out in New Braunfels, Texas. All right. Let's take a look at highs today. I'm going to guess about 54. Well, you know what? We might hit the high tonight. Temperatures have actually been going up a few degrees since this afternoon. We were kind of stuck at 52 to 53. Where are you, highs? The highs are hiding. come on now. Oh, they're there. Goodwin. I was way off. Goodwin, Fraser. Hey, Diane. So 55. Look at 73 Victoria. What a difference. 48 Fredericksburg. I mean, I've got several seasons on this afternoon high map, right? So current temperature might be 55. See, still socked in. Can't see the skyline, 54. So this is what happens. Temperatures in these kind of conditions don't fluctuate much at all. So don't expect anything more than, say, a cool Tuesday morning. But we will, when I say anything more, I meant only temperatures. I do expect more fog to develop. So why don't we go there? Visibility first and then rain forecast for Tuesday. Because we definitely have a good little rainmaker. All right, so 6 to 7 a.m., it looks as though it's the hill country and then southeast with San Antonio in pretty decent shape. Visibility is a very difficult thing to forecast when you're trying to determine exactly where fog is going to develop and be thickest. So keep that in consideration. But it's an idea, and so it looks as though right now the idea is that we have most of the rain develop or fog develop northwest and southeast. Hey, Ivana, Wharton, no rain there. Hey, Michael, no, we don't. We'll have some cold mornings later in the week, upper 30s. We won't freeze in San Antonio, but if you're in the hill country, you will freeze. Some light freezes are coming later this week. We're going to get a good shot of cold air, a little February reminder. But tomorrow's warmer. Wednesday will hit almost 80 as the sun gets back, back out. Pardon me. Okay, so the fog will last till mid-morning. Here's the weather maker. This is what's called a shortwave, okay? It's just a good little dip in the jet. See how we get that little southwest flow, and it'll kick in a few of these little ripples in the upper atmosphere. So a few disturbances will roll through. They don't contain a whole lot of energy, but there's enough forcing that we get some of these rain showers started. Could see a thunderstorm. At least that's what the early model predictions are showing this afternoon. What I love about this opportunity, unlike the one within a newscast, I can show you the other model data. We can take a look at 2 to 3 models and see what the consensus is. David says, apparently, I snore so loudly that it scares everyone in the car I'm driving. Oh boy. Is it just me or is the audio off from the video? Oh, is it not syncing? 1, 2? I don't know. There might be a little sync. Is it just off a little bit? Juan, yeah, I'll show you in a second. Pretty much 30 to 40 tomorrow, but 50 to 60 tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. So let's take a look at future radar. And this is going to be this should be the HRR, the HRRR, yes. Okay. So it's not initializing well. This rain's not out there right now. It is off, Lise?
Just a little bit, just slightly.
Just slight, okay. So notice that tonight we're not expecting much. There's a good little amount overnight. And then look at this, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. A few thunderstorms over, boy, that would be nice to get them right over Medina Lake, Bandera, Bernie, Comal County. Then right up I-35 through midday. And what it showed was, yeah, this one. Okay, so it's keeping this impulse in. Look at this. Big thunderstorms this time tomorrow night. Developing. Non-severe, but we could see a couple thunderstorms develop. And then another impulse around midnight. And then we're done before the sun is up Wednesday. You see the last of it about 4 or 5 a.m. Here comes the sun. Highs at 80 Wednesday afternoon. That again is the HRRR. Another very trusted model is the IBM. So we'll take a look at what the IBM thinks. Better initialization. This is a little bit more close to reality out there right now. So that's why we really focus our attention. We put a little more trust in this one because it's initializing better. Overnight, some decent showers. There's the line, just like the other. and that's a good consensus, but it really skips across northern Bexar County, right up I-35. So most of San Antonio doesn't get that thunderstorm tomorrow morning. Up I-35 through midday, we're dry most of the day. Now let's see what it does with tomorrow night. Some rain, but nothing strong. And I will say this, the HER is known to overdo thunderstorms and put thunderstorms in when it typically is just some moderate rain. That's a typical feature of the HER model. We've seen that before. And that's why sometimes I like to put it on, because at least I want to show worst case scenario, instead of underestimating what could be possible. But here's the consensus, that at this time tomorrow night, and even into midnight, we get another good impulse with thunderstorms. Not as much in San Antonio as the HER thought, but off to the south and east. Clearing is the same. Maybe clouds are a little bit behind. But either way, sun comes out Wednesday afternoon, we hit 80. Okay. Now the third one I'd like to show you is the NAM, the North American model at a 3-kilometer resolution. If it's operable. Yeah, there it is. So, not bad, kind of a split, but also closer to reality than the HER, not as realistic as the IBM, right? It's kind of in the middle. Diana, will it be raining in the morning, 9 a.m. in the Fort Sam Houston base, going to a funeral? Oh, I'm so sorry. Lord grant peace. Lord grant peace. I think there could be a few showers, but, as we just looked at, let's take a look. This is 9 p.m. tonight. We see some decent rain overnight, and then as we get into, there's 9 a.m., and you see it across, of course, Fort Sam is East Bexar County. This is Hondo, Castroville, and 9, 10 a.m., and look at that, thunderstorms through mid-morning. Then showers continue, and then tomorrow night, there's that line, and a little less after that. Okay, so the clearing is about the same on all three models. The difference is a little bit of the what impacts San Antonio. This has the best rain for San Antonio, and that's going to come between 9 and 11, 9 and 12, and then another shot late tomorrow night into the midnight hour. So this is the one I'm showing, because I'll tell you, when it's initializing better than that first model and it's giving us thunderstorms right on top of San Antonio at a certain hour, well, let's show you worst case scenario that if we get those thunderstorms. Now, I will say, I want to check the Severe Prediction Center. Hey, Shell, Patrick, good to see you. You're welcome, Diana. Manny, that's Manuel, that's what I wanted to look at right now. Caroline, it felt so good, right? It was a good feeling day to check the Severe Prediction Center. And let's just double check in order to make sure on severe threat. Not now. Convective outlook. So thunderstorms across North Texas today. Let's look at day 2, which is tomorrow, and just thunderstorms. Okay, garden variety, not even a marginal risk. So we're good. No concern on severe weather. Day 3, and there is a risk in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. That's the same system as it moves east and gets into that real deep Gulf moisture. Taco Tuesday. I hear you, Patrick. So yeah, I'm going to stick with the NAM for the model that I put on 10 o'clock tonight. Hey, speaking of 10 o'clock tonight, very excited to show you an interview that we conducted today with a scientist out at Southwest Research Institute. Phenomenal work is being done in the city of San Antonio, and it's going from deep ocean to deep space. And I don't think enough people realize what is going on in our city that is part of some huge, intense research. And so the SpaceX rocket that's going to go up later this month, I believe it's February 28th, will contain 4 spacecrafts that are being built and assembled here in San Antonio. Those will go up and be part of a new system called the PUNCH program. I forget what those 5 letters stand for, but they spell out PUNCH. It's an acronym that essentially is going to be studying solar winds and what's coming off of the sun and moving in our direction and impacting our planet. Solar energy can have a lot of impacts on us. So studying solar winds, and we built the space, well, I say we, but this scientist and others have built these spacecraft right here in San Antonio. So excited to share that with you at 10 o'clock tonight. Not a full story. I'm going to hear from the scientists involved in the program. I think we're going to do a full story on this as we get closer to the launch or right around that launch time. But I just want to, let you know. And I had to ask him because I have a couple people that I know, and you might even know some folks that are convinced we live on a flat earth. There are still some flat earthers out there. And so I'm always like, okay, I've got a couple of arguments. I try to convince people it's just not true. I mean, the money shot that NASA always talks about when, you orbit the moon and you come around and you look at Earth coming back from the moon and just that beautiful picture, all right? You just have to believe that that's a conspiracy, I guess. But then when we look at hurricanes on satellite and you can see the curvature of the Earth when you see that, that's another one. The other good one is the eclipse. If you ever have an eclipse where the shadow of the Earth is cast upon the surface of the moon, what shape do you see on the moon? You don't see a line, you see a curve. You see the curvature in the eclipse, okay? The other one I always say is, why would Earth be the only flat planet in our solar system? Why are we flat and everybody else is round? Because I've looked at Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and they're round. Saturn, I've seen Saturn in a telescope. They're all round. But then finally, I said, what do you use as a good tool of debate in the flat Earth debate? And he says, if you've ever been in an airplane, this was a good one. If you've ever been in an airplane for sunrise or sunset, and you can see the light, and it bends right over the curvature of the Earth. I mean, it wouldn't bend if it was a flat Earth. Anyway, good stuff. Hey, Zane, you flew. You flew the plane? Bro, that's so cool. But, okay, not that Southwest, but I saw that picture. Okay, so Zane posted a picture in a sporty Ken's 5 cap, by the way, in the cockpit of an airplane. So I was just wondering if, okay, that's awesome. Love you, Arthur. Good to see you, man. Oh, I think so too, Lisa. I think it's just, right? You too, Diana. God bless you. Thank you. I used to be in a band. We were called Lost Dog. You probably saw our posters. Yeah, you guys are so popular. All right, 14-day forecast is up. Ken's Day at the rodeo. We're going to be out there on Wednesday, the 12th. Come see me on the grounds. I'm going to be out in Bud City. That's where all the HEB, the petting zoo, the reptile exhibit, there's a lot of great interaction. And I love showing at 4, 5, and 6, I'll be doing weather from out there and show you all the sights and sounds of our 76th annual Stock Show and Rodeo. It's such a great time. And then Sarah Fragani and I are going to actually introduce the Wednesday night performer, John Party. It's going to be awesome. So beautiful day to come out to the rodeo. Wednesday afternoon, if you can make it, come find me, okay? And then Valentine's Day, and you can even see the Thursday prior. Those are going to be some cold mornings. So 58, it'll be a chilly afternoon Thursday, but a warmer Friday the 14th as we hit 64, 77 by Saturday. Which, by the way, Saturday, can I tell you what my dentist is doing? 7-7 Dental does Dental Hope. I want to say that's the name of it. But every year, mid-February, they choose a Saturday and offer free dental care. Free dental care. No questions asked. You just get there. You got to get in line, though, because it's a long line. And they have a cap because they've got employees, too, that, there's 7-7 dentals all over the city. They all converge on one location on this one Saturday. And they do cleanings, they'll do extractions. They won't do like root canals and things that major, but they'll prep you if that's something you need. They'll know and have a plan ready for you. But you can get all that regular, like just needed work done free. Okay, so that's this Saturday, 7 to 7 Dental in Helotes. It's the one between Bandera Road and Braun Road. Okay, 7 to 7 Dental, that's where they do it. Come get online like early that morning. They open the doors at 7 a.m. Yeah, Dental Hope, I think it's called. I always go out there and do a little Facebook Live and just to promote what they do. It's just wonderful to love into the community like that. I have a drinking problem. Oh man, I left my hanky in the studio. Okay, had an amazing experience flying with Southwest. Okay, where we picked up their brand new motorhome. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I bet. That's exciting, Zane. Good for you. Heard Sammy Hagar is going to perform one night. Is he? I don't know. I didn't look at the schedule. I don't remember seeing that. Absolutely, Tara. Yeah, certainly. Oh, Lynette, my pleasure. Always a joy. So, yeah. You're talking about the dental care, Tara? It is first come, first served. This is coffee tonight, Ann. I just went with the coffee, but I kind of latteed it up a little bit. I put a little cream and sugar in tonight. I was just in the mood. It struck me. In the mornings, and I never do that. It's hot and black in the morning, and that's it. And that's most of the time. Oh, Arthur, okay. Yeah, go check him out. It's all free. You don't have to be a client there. It could be your first time there, ever. And yeah. And it's a nice, there's been some cold ones. I usually go out every year just to promote. Yeah, this Saturday, Tara, 7 to 7. Just look it up on their websites. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up. It's Monday night, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and an even better Tuesday. God bless you. Just keep the umbrella ready for tomorrow and tomorrow night. We'll see you at 10.